Hey everybody, welcome out here to the shop. I'm Rusty, this is You Fix a Garage, and today we're talking about PMags again. I'm going to show you how to make a really cool digital camo pattern for a PMag in Lightburn. In this video, I'm going to be using some special templates that I've designed and some settings that I've designed for my laser. You can copy anything you want off my videos. The settings, the parameter settings for achieving the colors are on some other videos that I've done in the past. Or if you would like to just purchase those things and save you a lot of time, there's a link in the description of my Etsy store where you can go get the templates and the parameter settings to do this yourself and save yourself a lot of time. So let's get into this. Here I am in Lightburn, and I'm going to see if I can make this camo pattern in real time for you guys. So the first thing you got to do is go to the internet and download some artwork. So what I did is I went to the internet and I did a search for digital camo grayscale, and then I picked this file right here, clicked view file, right clicked on it, hit save image as, and I saved it to my computer. You guys know how to do that. So once you're over here in Lightburn, you've got that saved to a file where you know where it's at. Come up here to file, hit import, navigate to where it's at. In my case, it's in downloaded artwork, and it's this digital camo 2. So there is the camo pattern that we're going to use. I'm going to right click on that and hit duplicate. Then I'm going to use the arrows and I'm going to move it down out of the way so I have 2 copies. The reason I'm doing that is we're going to make a 3-color camo pattern, and it'll be apparent to you here in a second. So starting with this first one, I've selected it. I'm going to right click on it and I'm going to hit trace image. What I want to do is I want to select just the black and nothing else. So I'm going to hit this ignore less than, and I'm going to change that to 50 pixels. So it's going to ignore anything under 50 pixels. And I'm going to change smoothness to 0, optimization to 0. Now I can play with my threshold right here. I'm going to leave cutoff at 0, and I can play with the threshold until I just have nothing but the black and smooth lines. So if I zoom in here, you can see the lines are a little jagged around. Maybe if I back off a little bit until I get nothing but just the blackest of the black selected and good square lines. You kind of have to play with it a little bit to figure out where that edge is. Right about there looks pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty good, and I'm going to hit OK. Alright, so this is red right here. Now, sometimes it'll leave shapes open. You can come up here to Edit and hit Select Open Shapes. Actually, let me deselect that. Now hit Edit, hit Select Open Shapes, and there's none. So that's good. They're all closed shapes. Now I'm going to come down here to this bottom one. I'm going to right click on it. I'm going to hit trace image, and now what I want to do is just select the gray. So I'm doing the same changes down here, nothing less than 50 pixels, optimization to 0, smoothness to 0, and then I'm going to bring this cutoff up pretty high, about the middle. If I zoom in here, now if I start playing with the selection, I want to get this where I've got good straight smooth lines, or as smooth as possible, and nothing but gray selected. So that looks pretty good right there, and I'm going to hit OK. That's the same color as the other one, so I'm going to change it to blue. And again, I'm going to deselect it. I'm going to come up here to Edit, and I'm going to hit Select Open Shapes. Again, there's no open shape selected, so that's good. Now I can highlight both of these, use the center tool right here to center them up. I can group them together by hitting the group button right here at the top, and then I'm going to resize it to 175 millimeter height. That is my lens size, 175 by 175. And so I have a pretty good digital camo pattern already. If I select that and I hit P, that's the keyboard shortcut for center. That's going to center it on my work surface. So now I need to cut out a PMag shape. I'm going to come down here to my art library. I am going to go to PMags right here, And if you don't have PMag templates, you can create your own by taking a picture of them, and it's a time-consuming process, but you can create your own. Or you can go to my Etsy store, and for real cheap, you can buy all of these templates right here. But I'm going to use this one that says PMag with lines template, and I'm going to move it over here. And the only thing I need from this is the outline. I don't need those interior lines. So I'm going to grab just the outline, maybe if I can get a hold of it, right there. And I'm going to highlight and delete that. And I'm going to change this black to line. Okay. So now I have a good cookie cutter right here that I can cut this out with. So if I select it, and again I hit P, that's going to center it in my workbed. I'm going to deselect it, and I'm going to select the background first. Remember, that's all grouped together. Then I'm going to zoom in. I'm going to hit Shift, and I'm going to select the cookie cutter, the line right there. And if I come up here to Edit, actually to Tools, and I hit Cut Shapes, it disappears. Now if I select off of it and then I click this background again, you'll see that it cut it out, and I can delete that. So now I'm left with a digital camo pattern in the shape of a PMag. That's all good, but I want to add an image on here. So I'm going to come down here again to my art library, and I'm going to go to military this time, and I'm going to select this tactical gorilla. I like this image. It's kind of neat looking. If we change this back to fill, you'll see what it looks like. Looks pretty good. The first thing I need to do is turn it, because I want it faced in the direction of the magazine. So I can just use this little flip right here, flip it around, and then I can bring it down here onto my PMag about where I want it, and I can rotate it so that it's in line with the PMag, and it'll look right when it etches. Got it all lined up there. That looks really good. So I'm going to use the arrows, the left arrow key, because I want to keep it lined up on this plane. Actually, I'm going to move it up just a hair right there. I want it on this plane, and I want to be able to center it up when I'm done. So I'm going to use the left arrow, and I'm going to move it over. Once I've got it moved over, I'm going to right click on it and hit duplicate, and then I'm going to move that duplicate over. Now you're wondering why I'm doing that. Why do I need two of them? Well, I need one for a cookie cutter like I did the last one, because we've got to cut all of this out. So I'm going to come back to this first one, and if I select just the outside edge, that's just the line around it, I can use that arrow key. Let me change this black to line so you can see, and I'm going to move it right back over where I had it on the PMag. And I think that's about where I had it, somewhere about right there. So now I can do the cookie cutter thing again. I'm going to select the background. I'm going to zoom in. I'm going to hit Shift, and I'm going to select the outline. Come up here to Tools, Cut Shapes. Looks like it disappeared. I'm going to deselect everything, and then I'm going to click right here in the middle of where I had that image, and I can pull it out. Hit Delete and delete that, and I can highlight this image, and I can delete it. See, we get it all deleted. Now I can come back to my regular image here. I'm going to select the whole thing. I'm going to group it together. I'm going to change this black to fill, and I'm going to use the arrows, and I'm going to move it over where I want it in the PMag. There we go. All right, just that quick. We have made digital camo, and we've added an image into it, and this image is inversed. So I want to be clear about this. What is black on here, I'm going to make a lighter color, and what's white is actually going to be black, since we're doing this on a black PMag and nothing is being etched right there. So it's kind of a negative image, I guess, if you could say. And that's exactly what we want. Now the last thing we got to do is assign colors to this. If I come to my material library, under firearms right here, I've got black PMag, and here are the colors that I have for my laser for my PMags. If you don't already have parameters worked out for PMags on your laser, again, you can go to my Etsy store, and for real cheap you can download them. I have them for every wattage of laser and every common lens size on there. Super easy, super cheap. It'll save you a lot of time. But I'm going to assign the red right here, light tan. I'm going to assign the blue a light gray. And then I'm going to assign the black a medium tan. And this thing is ready to go. So all I've got to do is fire up my laser, center PMag on the work surface, and hit start. So let's do that now. I want to take a quick minute to show you guys my brand new fiber laser enclosure that I just built. I ordered this glass from Laser Safety Industries, and this stuff is pretty pricey, pretty expensive, but I think theirs is certified, right? The stuff you order off of Amazon, who knows? So if you're going to build a fiber laser enclosure, you're going to order one, make sure you get good glass for it. It's worth paying to not, have eye problems later on or have cancer in your eyes or something. So I've got this thing set in here, framed out, and up here on the screen, there's the magazine. We're ready to go. And I'm just going to come up here and we're going to hit start. We'll see how long this thing takes. It may take just a minute. I'm just now realizing that I forgot to turn my fan on, so I'm gonna have a lot of smoke in my enclosure, but that's fine. It won't be too bad. It's really nice to be able to stand here and watch this and not, I have to wear readers now that I'm a little bit older, and they're hard to wear underneath those laser safety glasses. So with this glass on here, it makes it so much nicer to be able to stand here and watch what's going on inside the laser enclosure without trying to put those laser safety glasses on. Plus it helps with fume extraction, being enclosed. When I do turn my fan on, it sucks all that stuff out of here. I was having a real bad problem with smell, even though I had an extractor, it just wasn't getting everything. So I think this is a lot better, a big improvement. Wasn't cheap, but I think it's worth it. All right, and that sound means it's done. How cool is that? For a pattern that took us less than 10 minutes to make, or took me less than 10 minutes to make, and put on the magazine, that is super cool, and I really like the outcome. Hey, there you go. Just that quick, in less than 10 minutes, we created this file, added an image to it, and had it ready to go to the laser. It's super simple. I think it's something that anybody can do. I'm all about doing things myself when I can, and that's why I make these videos, to give you the skills to do the things yourself. But I also know that time is money, and sometimes you just need it right now. If that's you, you can go to my Etsy store. I have this file available to download, or I will have it available to download. I'm also going to have the digital camo, cryptic camo, honeycomb, and woodland camo in a file together, and you can download those and use those along with the templates and make your own PMag designs. Thank you guys for watching my videos.